Welcome to my first cake video. My name is Susan and I own Pure Butter Bakery, which is a state certified in-home bakery. And tonight I'm making a spice cake. Now this video is going to be a little, you're not really going to see me making it because I'm holding the phone with one hand and I can't compromise a customer's order by trying to make a cake with one hand, but I'm going to try to show as many steps as I can. So right here, I have everything I need for right now. I have some butter that has softened, my sugar, and my cake. These are spice cakes, and they made my house smell like fall while they were baking, so that was wonderful. These are 8-inch round layers, and I just realized she ordered a 6-inch cake, so my sweet friend is getting an 8-inch tomorrow for a 6-inch price. So anyhow, I have already used my Wilton cake slicer to even out these cakes, and I love this thing. You just set it to the number you need it and it runs right through the cake. So I've already done that, so I am going to remove these tops, and these make great snacks for your friends, co-workers, or husbands, spouses, kids, whoever. So I'm going to take those off and put them on a plate. I throw more of these away than I care to admit, just because sometimes you have a lot of cake and no one's coming over to get them. So I'm going to set that aside. I use these Wilton cardboard cake circles. I like these because they have this hole in the center that can easily punch out, and that is wonderful for whenever you're building stacked cakes, because Wilton also makes a system with a support rod that goes all the way through the cake. So I really like these. Or that little piece of cardboard can just stay put for a regular cake plate. So I try to get those 2 inches bigger than the cake. So I'm going to start by flipping this cake onto the circle. And that's probably going to be the last of my work for right now with one hand. So I am going to set my second layer aside. I'm just going to cover it up with my tea towel and move it over here and let that sit. I'm going to get some frosting going. I'm going to go ahead and assemble this cake, and then I'll show you the finished product. And maybe later when I get some sophisticated equipment, I'll put like a tripod over my shoulder and I'll actually show you guys me making a cake. But right now, here's my nice level cake layer, and I'm going to go make some caramel frosting. I'll be back soon. I start by mixing the softened butter. I only use butter in my bakery. No shortening goes into my frosting. So I'm going to let this get nice and creamy, and then I'm going to add my sugar, some heavy cream, and then my caramel. Go ice and go. Go ice and go. Alright, so my filling buttercream is ready. It's a little thicker than what I would put on the outside of the cake because it's going to go in between the layers. And this does have some caramel in it, but not too much because I don't want it to slide around too much in the cake. But what I have done is I have drizzled some caramel straight onto the cake. So I'm going to spread this with a knife, let it get soaked into the cake, and then I'm going to add the frosting on top. So now my bottom layer has a nice layer of filling frosting. So now I'm going to add the second cake on top. I'm going to thin out my icing a little with cream so it spreads better around the top of the cake, and then I'll finish it up. The cake is now frosted and I have added some texture, so now I'm going to add the border to finish it up and then cover it in caramel. And it's done. A caramel buttercream spice cake. Have a great night.